What's up, everybody? I'm back. All right. So Doug
It was,
Mello.
but we were having technical difficulties, so we just decided no more.
No, I'm
That's
still
so
live.
weird.
I'm still live, Doug. But I'm gonna discuss it with you in here because you were having difficulties, and it's gonna be better off this way. That way, we can involve the Discord, whatever. Just if everybody be respectful. Super Steven, you're
Just go
welcome to come
voice
on if you
only.
want to.
Okay.
All right, let me send you an invite.
All right, let me try to find your live again. Got it.
All right, so my plan is to talk so we can go with Doug through Discord and let him talk about some of the stuff he sees and all that. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. We're trying to work through them, and we'll see what happens.
Yay. No. So do you want me to finish where I left off, or?
Probably best to start over, I think. But let me finish getting set up, and we'll get going from there. I feel bad because we've had people in, and we got to let everybody get back to where we need to be.
You got it.
Um, where is it? That's what I need to do. All right.
Is that just me, or was today like a weird day in the market?
I think it was extremely weird, to be honest.
Is Dan there gonna break even on SPY? We're gonna be right where we started.
Yeah, sideways trading day.
The beginning, that whole halt, with in the beginning was weird with all those stocks.
Exactly, and that's kind of what this conversation was about. Somewhat about that, and about the meme stock ticker thing.
Round Hill MEME ETF. They made an ETF for all the meme stocks.
Yes, sir. I sent you a link, Stephen. Danny's first.
Been a while.
I feel bad. I appreciate all you guys being patient. I really, really do. I mean, it's there's technical difficulties
these things
everywhere.
happen, man. Don't worry.
It was me. Just blame me, okay? You can slash me later.
You're good.
You just let me know when you want me to start.
I mean, what do you want? Where do we want to start? How about that?
Let's go back to the very beginning on Round Hill Meme ETF.
Okay. So I'm not going to pull it up this time, but there's several tickers in there, right? We know which ones. Tesla's in there, Occidental Petroleum, which I don't understand why some of these are in that meme stock fund. It's weird.
Well, here we go. Let's do the top 10 holdings because those are the ones that matter. Coinbase, BlackBerry, Tesla, AMC Entertainment, Sophia Technologies, the petroleum one, the Delta Airlines, and here's a kicker, guys. The interactive brokers that you trade on is in here. Robinhood Markets and Paramount Global. Okay. Let me go to this. Inception date means when it was created. December 7th, 2021. There's 27 holdings in this, but the top 10 I just mentioned. It is a mid-cap growth, and it is all for all the meme stocks. So just like SPY is an ETF for all the tech stocks, kind of like Tesla, Google, Apple, Amazon, and Meta, which used to be Facebook. So you want to get an idea of where we're heading when all meme stocks are going to take off or spike up or squeeze. You pay attention to the ETF on Roundhill. And the reason why I say that is go 3 months back on MEME, the ETF. You'll see that we spiked on November 15th, and then we spiked again at December 2nd. Now go to AMC for those 2 dates, November 15th and December 2nd. Just bear with me, have patience. I have an iPhone 11. So basically, if you were to do that, you'll see the two identical spikes of AMC. One was the November 15th at $7.95. And the other one that I just mentioned from the meme stock ETF, December 2nd, 2022, $8.17. Identical, very identical. Now, you want to see the recent one, go back to the Roundhill meme. Okay, bear with me. Do a 3-month pullback. We already did those 2 spikes. Now we have the knife down. Now look at this one. January 17th of 2023. In the Roundhill meme ETF, it was $5.98. But now let's go to AMC. We can do GameStop next if you like. I'll do any meme stock for you. You'll see identical price action. But basically, January 17th, 2023. So go back to AMC and go to January 17th on the 3-month pullback. Why is it identical? Why did we see a spike in AMC identical to the ETF meme? So if the meme stock follows all the shorted meme stocks, just like SPY follows all the tech stocks, you're going to see what they're doing through ETF. So correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't KC say, yes, they've borrowed 200,000 shares and they gave back 150, but then they borrowed 50,000 shares and now there's no more to borrow and now they're going to the ETFs. Well, there you go. Put 2 and 2 together. That's why we have Roundhill MEME ETF, because it is all the ETFs in one for all meme stocks. Now, you want further proof? Go to GameStop. GME. Not health. GME. All right. Let's just do the most recent one. Do a 3-month pullback. The date should be the same, but here we go. You ready? December 2nd, GameStop had a spike. Was that AMC? Yep. Was that the ETF? Yep. Go to the next date. November 15th, GameStop had a spike. That was the same as the other 2 tickers, correct? Hallelujah. Now go to the next one, November 2nd. Same thing. So basically, when they flood that ETF Roundhill meme you're going to see all the meme stocks flood, and the needle's going to raise. When they start selling the hell out of that ETF, Round Hill Meme, you're going to see all the meme stocks start to spike down, start to knife down. That's how Bella, my dog, was able to pinpoint support and resistance, supply and demand for GameStop as well as AMC and APE. So we need to get it out to the community that they have created since December this Round Hill Meme ETF. Kind of like the 1% can hide all their money into Apple. Now they're hiding their money into this ETF. And when they start to buy, it raises all the meme stocks up. When they start to sell, it raises all the meme stocks down. If any of you want further proof, and if it's okay with Trader, because this is his barbecue and I'm loving it, we can go to another meme stock, and I'll show you exact dates.
I mean, I just want to say that we looked into this a while back, and you know, there's not a whole lot you're going to be able to do with the information, right? But it is there. You know, ticker symbol MEME. It's there. Go ahead, Doug. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in there.
No, you're good. I thought we left off where we were going to AMC. If you want to pull the chart up.
Which chart?
AMC. Remember, that's when we got cut off on live when you went to the AMC chart and was discussing things.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the knife down that AMC has took today. We're down 4.36% right now.
This chart?
AMC.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about this chart.
You know everything about this chart. Go to the 10-minute. Can you do that on Sink or Swim?
I could do whatever.
Yeah, go for 10-minute. I want to explain that halt. There's only 2 theories that halt existed. And just go all the way back to 8:30 market open. Central time, 9:30 Eastern time. And we have formed new lows on AMC again today, for today. Not all-time low, but new lower lows today. Which is what I was trying to say last night in Discord. It will happen if the supply and demand is not there for a raise up.
Here's today's price action for you.
Yeah, we're at a low at 540 now for today. Okay, you see that big red candle with the stem coming all the way down? What time is that? Was that the open of market?
Yeah, 9:30.
Okay. There's either 2 scenarios, and I could be dead wrong, so take me as a grain of salt. I'm nobody special. I'm human just like everyone else. But I have been doing this like clockwork, Monday through Friday, for 4 years now. Usually when you see a stem coming out of a solid candle on the bottom, then that means buying pressure came in. And then when you see a stem on the top that is real long, it represents because they got some of their friends in it still that will lose their ass, pardon my language on live, or they got some of their friends or institutions that decided to close their positions and go long because they foresee a run-up in AMC and APE. Now, don't take me as a spiel. I am a very big stockholder in AMC, APE, GameStop, and Apple. I watch Monday through Friday like clockwork. I even do aftermarket and pre-market for 2 different groups of 34 people. And I don't get paid for it. You don't send me nothing. You want to send me donations, so be it. I'm not going to take your blessings away. But I want people to see how support and resistance is a main key, how what Trader said with a 200 EMA and volume predicts price is a key. I don't want you to be hyped up by everyone on YouTube, no offense to anyone, about how you're going to be so stinking rich or how you're going to be so stinking poor or how we're going to go to 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000. I want you to have conviction in what you have because it's better than a 401k. It's better than a Roth IRA at 6,000 max that you put in and it takes 30 years for you to get to $1 million. I want you to be thankful for yourself and your conviction and what you see and what you're in and what you're doing, because the 1% doesn't want you to invest, period. So for you to know AMC, APE, GameStop, for you to know tickers and to learn them is a plus over 401k, Roth IRA, banks, mutual funds. The list goes on. You might as well call yourself unlocked from society. You're no longer controlled by the government and banks. So anyways, I'm done with that rant.
That was a hell of a rant, Doug. I got to be honest. I'm like, well, I'll just let him go. All right.
So basically, know your conviction and do not get dismayed or discouraged. You're in a play, and it's going to pay.
I mean, just like Phil for real says, shorts cover yet? Then what are we talking about? He got a point.
But just pay attention. It doesn't make rocket science at all. And I hope everyone can see this. They are trying to divide our community of 8. If they cause division, we shall fall. But if we unite as one, we are powerful, and that chain cannot be broke.
Easy there. We got to be careful what we say.
Not financial advice. I get all my information from my dog.
I don't work
But
with
I'm just letting
nobody.
you know.
I don't work with nobody. I control my own account and my own money. I'm just going to say that.
You better believe it. But I want all of y'all to get that Mimi stock. I want all of y'all to put it on your watch list. I want all of you to watch it like a hawk. And you'll see what they're doing with Mimi stocks. And you'll see when we're rising and when we're falling.
Here, I'm going to show that ticker real quick just so everybody can see it on the chart here. It's ticker symbol MEME.
And it's got 27 different tickers in it for the ETF.
Just the daily right here.
And it's identical. Fact check me. Go to GameStop. Go to AMC. Go to any Mimi stock on the dates that it has rose or spiked down. And then go to this Mimi ETF. And you'll see the same thing.
I mean, if you look right here, you can see this run up. This was yesterday. That was the day before. That was the day before. And look, that was the 5 days or whatever we ran up from the bottom. All right here. If you just look at the AMC chart, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yep. See that crossover with that yellow line?
1348 cross right here.
Yes.
Yep.
That occurred on AMC the same time.
Yep. And if you look right around here, right on this day is when the MACD crossed to the upside on this stock. Let's look at AMC quickly. Let's talk about AMC because a lot of people want to hear about AMC. So let's just take a look.
Yeah, we can do that. You got Super Steven, just another 8. He's messaging you about Avatar 2.
Yeah. I know I got the message. I haven't had a chance to look at it, but I was letting you talk. Well, we'll go over that. I wish he could talk about it, but he wants me to read it to you guys. So I will get to that as soon as I can. But right now I want to talk about what we already talked about, but the stream was having technical difficulties, and I think that this is working out much better than what was going on prior. So we're going to go with this.
You ain't got to see my ugly face.
So, I mean, look at, we did just push this down. I'm gonna highlight this today, just today, real quick on the 4 hour, just so for everybody can see.
Go ahead. While you're getting that ready, can I say one thing?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm ready anyway.
With low volume and it's going up, know that that's fake. With a lot of volume and it's going up, know that that's real. And watch your 200 EMA. Once we're above that, like Trader says, we're going places. Once we're below that, we're staying under it. We're knifing down.
All right, so here's today's price action. This is the first 4 hours in the morning, right? And this is going on right now. We're still live. We got a half an hour, but you see the bottom of this wick here, that's below the 200 EMA. They want to push this down below. But you crazy people keep buying this stuff, pushing the price back up above it. So that's exactly what this candle is telling me anyways. That's how I read this candle, right?
Mm-hmm.
The buyers came in and pushed the candle back above the 200. So let's zoom out and we'll take a look at this. Since the beginning of the little run up that we're having right now.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, we ran up and we broke out of this
and it
wedge.
Looks like on the 10-minute, they double bottomed at 542.
Yeah. So we broke out of this wedge right here on, I don't even know what day. It was 1/13/2023. We broke out of this wedge. And in the after hours, we pushed up, right? It closed right here. So we're, like I said, technical analysis is similar, right? But it's not exact, right? Like Ant's lines are not in the same place as my lines. Doug's may be a little off, right? But it's the same concept. We're all in the same general area. That's how technical analysis works, right? You don't have to be perfect. You just have to know your support, resistance, and whatever. So this downtrend, this is the long-term downtrend from the $72, right? I'll do a 3-year chart just to show you what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that sounds good. When in doubt, zoom out.
Here's a 3-year chart. Here's this line that I'm talking about. It comes all the way back to the $72 mark here, okay? And the more touch points you have, the more confirmation that this line is good. So I'm going to highlight this a little bit and try and make it a little bigger, the whole thing. Okay, so you can see how many times we touched this. This is 72 run up. We touched over here. We touched here. We touched and came out here. And here we are. We're at the bottom. So we're going to, just like the S&P 500, if anybody's following that, same thing. You know, the macro downtrend here is we're at the bottom of the wedge here. So it's so crushed into there, it has to move somewhere. Either it's going to move out of that and move up or move below it and down. I just don't see that happening. So let's go back to the 4 hour now that I explained that. All right, so here's the 4 hour. Okay. We crossed over, we had a run up, whatever. We broke out of this downtrend, the macro downtrend right there, and we've been out of it, in my opinion. Okay. And so we ran up, they hammered us down. Boom. They never pushed us below the 200 EMA. So we remain bullish on the 4 hour time frame. Hence, they're trying to push us below it over here. I doubt it's going to happen, but you know, they could try. This here is called consolidation. You know, composite man. It's accumulation. Accumulation of shares, right? For a move. You can see this by the Bollinger Bands constricting as well, right? This is going to either break down or it's going to break to the upside. Something's going to happen. We ain't going to stay moving, you know, in this small range like this forever. We're going to have a move.
The longer we consolidate, the better for an upside.
Exactly. So this is consolidation. And anybody will tell you that. And if they don't, I wouldn't even be listening to them. But my point is they're trying to push us below the 200 and we're still above it. So regardless of the downtrend today, we're still above the 200 EMA and the 4 hour. All right, I'm going to show you something else.
When do we see where they touch or go below the 200 EMA? Isn't it about the 535 range?
I don't know. I left that screen. I'm not really worried about it, to be honest, but we can look that up after. All right. We're on the daily time frame now. When in doubt, zoom out, okay? Here's the 200. So on the daily time frame, this is a bearish stock. We're still in a downtrend on this stock, but if you look, we broke out of the wedge right here, and we're doing what? Consolidating, trading sideways. So we either break down, go back into the wedge. I highly doubt that because that pushes us below $3.77. I don't see that happening. So we're probably going to break to the upside. We got to get above the 200 EMA. There's, the 100 EMA somewhere around here. I don't have it on my chart, but we got to get to the 100 EMA first. Okay. The 50 is right here, this green one, which they're playing with. They're pushing us below it. We're above it. We're below it. We're above it. That's this green one right here. So basically what I'm trying to say is Friday and the weekend when I did the video with Super Steven and Ants Trades, I talked about this. And the 200 EMA was sitting at $11. Okay. So yesterday it dropped to $10.95. That's a 5-cent drop. I said it was going to be 2. It was 5. Now, today, we're at $10.89. So today it dropped 6 cents. So we're down a total of 11 cents since the weekend. So do the math. How many days before this 200 is right on top of the stock price?
The longer they wait, the more they're in trouble.
And that's pretty much all I got to say about it. Now, Tony says we need some news, and we have news. Like, people might not want to hear it, but Super Steven wants me to talk about the Avatar movie in the numbers. So let me pull that up, and I'll see what it says. Doug, if you could take over for a few minutes and chat while I read what he wants me to say.
Sure. I think we're close to 2 billion worldwide, but I could be wrong. As far as what he was saying about the 200 EMA keeps coming down as they consolidate or knife down or whatever the case is, the longer they wait, the more they're in trouble, because that 200 EMA is going to drop and change every day. And once you get over a 200-day moving average, it's kind of harder to control. It's kind of like going to the Ortex or Vortex and seeing days to cover. If you go look at GameStop days to cover, it's crazy. If you look at AMC days to cover, the more days it takes for them to cover, the better we look. So if you see that number going up, know that we're in good hands with Allstate.
All right, so I'm going to read this, and this is from Just Another Ape, who you all know as Super Steven, okay?
Super Steve.
All right, so this is what he sent me. There are rumors circulating about Avatar 2 being nominated for Best Picture. Words come out that Disney is fully anticipating that Avatar 2 could win the nomination. Because of this, Disney is going to take that nomination and remount a new ad campaign to continue to push this movie. James Cameron could also see a Best Director award and also a Best VFX award. Now, depending on how much Disney decides to push that ad campaign, then it might even crack the top 3 films of all time and reach Titanic. I expect Avatar to surpass Avengers, Infinity War, and Star Wars, The Force Awakens, WW box office. And that's from Just Another Ape, Super Steven.
I like that.
I do too. So, I mean, there's news that could help push the stock up, you know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just look at AMC and Ape today. We're back at that 550 mark, and then Ape, you're looking at, they're trying to shoot it back down to that 160 support, but they haven't succeeded yet, because there's still buyers buying Ape. Retail does not move the needle. Remember these cliches, these rules about being a trader. Volume predicts price. When in doubt, zoom out. When there's fear in the market, you buy. When there's greed in the market, you sell.
Super Steven, no, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate you too, Steve. You're great to the community.
I'm trying to think. What's that saying? Buy when people are fearful.
Forgot. All I know is Warren Buffett's. He said, wealth is transferred to the patient, not the impatient.
That is true. And he also said something about buying when other people are fearful.
Yes.
You know, I'm not telling anybody to buy anything. I'm just repeating Warren Buffett's own words. His quotes. You can Google Warren Buffett's quotes. There's a bunch of them.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there it is right there. Be greedy when others are fearful. Be fearful when others are greedy.
Dude Man Diaries. Thank you.
Anybody have questions? I want to involve the chat more in the Discord. Just if anybody wants to know, we're over on my Discord, and you're all welcome to come over. Ape Life Discord or whatever you want to do.
Hey, you guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can.
Hey, what's up? How you doing, guys? Jeffy here. I kind of just got on. I've been working all day. What happened with these Holts? You guys hear about that? Obviously, I heard a bunch.
You want to go ahead and chime in on that, Trader?
I might have missed your explanation earlier.
Oh, what's up, Rambo? The explanation on what? The halts?
Yeah, I heard a lot of tickets got halted today.
Yeah, I didn't do a ton of research on that. I'm not going to lie. To be honest, I chalked it up to market manipulation, like as usual. But Doug's got a FTD scenario that he thinks is pretty good. I did zero research on it, so I don't know.
All right, right on.
Yeah, it's just a thesis, Rambo. It's just another cliche or a metaphor, but there were due 3,500,000 FTDs for AMC today on the T35 date. And it could be either two things. They halted the whole as a market, or they halted the meme stocks due to the FTDs being delivered so they could sprinkle it instead of letting it run.
There's more due tomorrow too, right? There's another batch.
Yes, sir. Probably about the same amount or a little bit less.
So watch out for some halts tomorrow, maybe again, huh?
Possibly, but I wouldn't count on it. Once they halt, they've got their ducks in a row and they're ready to go up or go down.
Yeah, true that.
And you guys need to address something. I hate to barge in, but you guys need to address something on the YouTube about how we failed Adam Aaron a couple of times, and why he's doing what he's doing to get the message out that, voting no. I don't want to tell anybody, but at least go through and kind of touch that for the yes and no vote for the proxy. Because we have to make sure everybody hears why Adam Aaron is trying to get back control, because we messed up, not him.
Well, they tried to divide the community, and some YouTubers, no mentioning names, sell your ape and buy AMC. And the narrative was basically get rid of your ape. Well, the more people that sell their ape, it hurts retail due to the simple fact that you're no longer holding a portion of AMC, because ape was part of AMC. So they divided the community. I don't know who sold, what sold, who knows. We can lead them to the water. They got to drink it.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know who sold or whatever, but we know that retail was selling off. And by selling off ape, it overall hurt the company and the shareholders, right? Because every time he dilutes and we're not buying it as apes or whatever happens, right? Somebody else buys it, they're gaining votes. And I got to give Tony DeNiro credit from last night, because I never thought about that. And it's not only about diluting your money, right? If he continues to dilute ape, he's diluting your vote, because AMC only has 580 million share float. So there's only 580 million votes on AMC. So
that's right.
If he sells 1 billion ape, that means there's 1 billion votes in ape. So the point is, if we don't help the company and we just vote, we don't vote the proper way, he's going to dilute ape, and we're going to be stuck, because we're not going to be the ones holding the majority of the shares. Your vote is going to be diluted. That's just the truth. And I give Tony credit, and he woke me up to that last night on his show, because that was something that I wasn't thinking about. And I think that, don't take my word for it. do your own research, but I would easy put that's pretty much what will most likely happen.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Tahiti, for bringing that up.
Yeah, isn't she a gem?
No, she's good, and she cares about this community like the rest of us. You know, it's it is what it is. We got to do what's best for ourselves and the company and the shareholders, right? We're shareholders. We want what's best for the company. We want what's best for shareholders, right?
Yes.
So we can't make mistakes and do something that's not good for shareholders.
Got that right. For you that wanted to know an accurate measure of the FTDs on the T35,
Doug, can you
it's
hold this
loaded.
down for a minute? I gotta run downstairs. Somebody's at the door.
Yes, sir. I'll just explain the FTDs.
You got it. I'll be right back.
At $4.89, failure to delivers were 3,567,162. Okay. The T35 date for those were the 24th of January. Tomorrow was 3,499,537 at a $5.08 price. Those are delivered on the 25th, the T35 date. Then you skip the next one due on the 26th because it's not in the millions. You don't really want to calculate unless it's a million or above. Then we have 1,352,336 due on the 27th for T35 at $4.91. The next day, failure to deliver is 1,609,546 at $4.40 price, due on the 31st of January. Then there's two more that you need to be aware of. At $4.03 price for failure to deliver of 2,669,827, those are due on February 1st. And here's a kicker: Groundhog Day, February 2nd. These are due on Groundhog Day, which I don't think the stock market is open. I could be wrong about that. But failure to delivers is 1.157493 with a price of $3.84. Those are due on February 2nd, Groundhog Day. The borrowed shares are zero. So they're going to be attacking the ETFs soon. There's no more borrowed shares. There's no more shares for them to loan out. The short interest on AMC for today's date was 11,490,111. The short exempt volume was 426,413. Total volume is 19,812,488. So we had a low volume day. But what was shorted out of all the buys was 57.99%. So you might as well say 58% of all orders were rerouted into the dark pool. And that was on the date for the 23rd. That's the most updated one I have. Closing was $5.66 yesterday. Today, if you look at it,
I'm back, Doug.
okay. I just explained the FTDs and the short interest.
Nice. Anybody else got anything they want to talk about?
10 minutes, market close.
Yep. Want to talk about the S&P 500?
No, if it's okay with you, I'd like to bring up something to everybody's attention so they can see it. It goes on Mimi stock roundhill stuff, but put up Nokia on your chart.
All right, one sec.
NKLA. You'll see that the two rabbit ears that I always speak of on AMC has the same rabbit ears for Nikola. So these dates were pre-measured to run a spike. Or why would other tickers have the same dates for a spike?
They got the same date. I didn't do no investigating.
Yes.
Really?
Go to March 29th. Nikolai.
Hold on.
You'll have to pull up the 1 year. You'll see basically the same price action, support and resistance as AMC. And I'm not
March of
speaking about
21?
algos or fractals. I'm speaking about the same date run up.
March of 21, is that what you said?
March 29th.
What year?
You'll see it was a 62.79 run up from the down.
Yeah, right here.
Yep. And then if you compare it with AMC, March 29th was identical, same run up.
Really?
Yes, sir. That's when we had that run up to $34, and then 8 made it $18.
I'll look at
Give or
this
take.
later. Is Nokia in that memes fund?
I'm not sure. I have to do more research, but if it is, then it makes perfect sense.
Hold on, let me look and see if it's in there.
What I would like to say to the group and the community is it's all premeditated. Or other stocks wouldn't have the same spikes on the same day.
I mean, that's kind of bold, to be honest, Doug. You need a little proof for that.
Not financial advice. I'm just simply stating a fact of the same date, same spikes, and compare it with AMC.
I don't see that one in here.
On AMC or Nikolai?
I don't see Nikolai in this ETF.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. I don't think it is because Nikolai, if you were to study about it, it's a corporation that engages in the provision of zero emission transportation and infrastructure solutions. It also designs and manufactures battery electric and hydrogen electric vehicles with drivetrains, components, and energy storage systems. So hydrogen fueling station infrastructures. And it was founded 2015 in Phoenix, Arizona, and 900 employees.
Yeah. I was curious to see if it was in that meme stock thing, but it's not in there. But, you know, like chat saying, algos are similar.
Like I've always said, and Trader can tell you too, when in doubt, zoom out. Well, if you pull up the 1 year, you'll see those two rabbit ears identical to AMC on their two rabbit ears.
Yeah, the chat saying algos are similar for them, but it's not I don't see it in the meme stock ETF. So it's just it's interesting. I'll do some more research on it. I never even looked at that.
Yes, sir. It's just a little bone I put out there.
if it was in that meme stock fund thing, that would be kind of, I don't know, interesting.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting. But Trader, all due respect, I might have to go soon.
I know. How's the baby?
Right now, I'm gonna have to change a dirty diaper.
Well, it happens.
Yeah, my wife is taking a nap because her blood sugar dropped.
I mean, the SPY's still looking bullish at the moment, but we'll see what happens. It broke over its wedge.
Yeah, but they shoved it back down and they're playing with that 400 level.
That's what I think they're going to do, you know?
Well, same principle happens with this. When in doubt, zoom out. Go to 3 months. And you'll see how they broke 401.97 already. So their next one to break is 407.68 or come back down.
Here's the weekly. The weekly broke out of the top of the wedge,
Yes, sir.
and it's about to cross on the MACD.
Mm-hmm.
It could reject, though.
Oh, yeah, most certainly.
But this high was 410 on this candle here on the weekly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 410. It's got to get to like 408, 410, somewhere in that range if it's going to continue up. That's got a resistance level there.
Yes, sir. We got 3 minutes to figure out that daily candle, what it's going to be, a doji, a hammer up, hammer down.
I hope it turns into an indecisive, a nice doji, a nice, we don't know. We don't know where to go, candle. That's what I want.
But I appreciate you having me on live, even with the technical difficulties, and I appreciate the community. Thank you so much. It's been a great privilege, a great honor. And I'm going to have to sign out now. And I love each and every one of y'all as a community as a whole for AMC. And just hold.
Doug, I appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for coming on and hanging with us and talking about what you see and all that. I know you and I don't always see eye to eye on stuff, but you see stuff one way, I see it another way. But that's TA and whatever. But no hard feelings. I enjoy it. It's good for the community to have those types of talks.
Yes, sir. Agree.
Go take care of that baby.
Yes, I can't believe it.
Try to get some rest.
Yes, sir, Rambo. All of you have a good one.
You too.
Later, buddy. Anybody got something they want to talk about?
Bobby just came in. Koba.
What's up, Kobo? You're live on YouTube. He leave. He did leave. Oh, no, he's here.
I came back in. Something must have happened with my phone. What's going on?
We're live on YouTube.
Yeah? Who are you watching? What are you watching? What are you doing?
You're on YouTube right now.
Oh, cool. What's up, everyone?
Yeah, buddy.
Where'd Dougie go?
Dougie just did his spiel on YouTube and he went to go take care of the baby.
So, I just after work, which was only like half
an hour ago, I looked at Amy, and what are you guys seeing today? How's the daily looking?
Still above the 200. I'll look at it right now because market just closed. I just closed it. Hold on.
I'm at a bus stop. I gotta get my kid off the bus, so I'll be right back with you.
All right.
By the way, you gotta be ready tomorrow, brother.
Oh yeah.
Yes, 1 to 3 inches is expected.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Put this chart back up here for everybody. Here's AMC's 4-hour. We close the day with a green doji sitting above the 200. There it is. It's got a little after hours movement to it, but it's above the 200. Amazing how that works. Let me get back to my other screen now. All right. Let me see if I can read some chat here. Nana Ape is talking to D Runner. Let's see. Anybody in Discord got anything they want to add?
I want to add something.
Go for it, Doc.
Thank you. Well, it's fun, trying to guess where the chart's gonna go, but that's, to me, that's a little difficult, and that's why I personally don't like to post. I love the theories, I love the theses that we have out there to try to speculate where we think it can go. My personal opinion is the one thing, moreover than anything else, is if we, and I know you can't do it, maybe mediocre because it's not in your town, but I love going to the movies and buying concessions. That's my personal favorite thing to do.
No, and I think that's a really good thing to do, and we should be doing that because that supports our company. As shareholders, you own the company, and we want the company to do well. I'm not telling you to dump all your money into concessions at AMC, but if you should support the businesses you're invested in for sure.
Where's the closest AMC to you?
An hour and 20 minutes away.
Dang, I'd say I'd almost fly you out to Texas and take you to a movie.
But I do go, like I haven't been to so I went and seen Top Gun, but I made sure I drove an hour just to go to AMC theaters instead of, as a shareholder, I'm not going to go to Cinemark, right? I think that there's a Cinemark and a Regal within 5-10 minutes from me, but I'm not going to support those theaters, right? Not that I don't like those movie theaters, but I'm invested in AMC, so that money's got to go to AMC. That's just how I see it. I'd rather pay the extra money for gas.
Same here. My AMC is like an hour and 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah, you got a movie theater closer that's not AMC, though?
forgot
Exactly.
what it is, but that's not AMC.
No, exactly. That's if most of the community does that, it's going to help AMC. And I'm pretty sure that for the most part, we've been doing that, right? That's helping the company stay afloat. I think the whole COVID thing that destroyed um, the business as a whole, you know, it does, I feel bad for Cineworld. I do. I truly do. But you can't help it. We can't save every single one of them, right? Why AMC? Well, it's 100 years old for one. I mean, it's worldwide. I mean, I don't want to turn it into a monopoly or anything, but pretty much COVID did that. We didn't do that.
The first date I went on was at me and my buddy. This was back in, 25. This is a long time ago. And me and my buddy, my best friend, we went on a double date. And we took these girls from church, and I felt kind of bad for the girl because it was what is it? Not Need for Speed. What is it? What's the race car movies that they've already done like 7 or 8 of them?
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, Fast and Furious.
Furious. Yes, I went to see that. Man, I was on the edge of my seat. I was on the screen like the girl. I felt bad for her because unfortunately I was so involved in the movie.
We
Yeah.
did that with Elvis. Where the movie theater, everybody that was in there basically was up dancing in the middle of the aisles. It was great.
And
I haven't seen the latest Fast and Furious, but my son, oh my God, every single one we had to go see.
I'm not a car guy really. Like it's cool and it's fun, and I'm just that's not where my niche lies, if you will. So like, I love to fix cars and do cars and like race cars, and yeah, just there's something about like I agree. Why AMC? That's a good question. Why GameStop? Right? So, it's the play that people seem to get in, and hey, I love going to the movie theaters, so I'm gonna try to go to the theaters.
Well, I entered it as a value play, right? Like American Airlines, for example. Let's talk about that. Why did they survive? They were grounded for how long because of COVID? How did they manage to survive? But we're going to destroy a movie theater company. It doesn't make sense to me.
I think, and someone definitely is going to be smarter in this than me, but I think as far as airlines, I think the government might help airlines, whereas I don't think they're going to be helping. Sorry for the noise, I'm cooking. I don't think they're going to necessarily help the movie theaters.
No, and I totally understand, but that was my point, right? It was okay when American Airlines. I'm just using them as an example. Like I have nothing against American Airlines or United Airlines or JetBlue or any of them. I'm just the airline industry as a whole was considered a value play back in the beginning, and I got into AMC as a value play, right? Movies were going to survive, this COVID thing, and I still believe that today, right? So why should I sell my shares when they're worth money, right? I think short should have to close their positions and get out. That's just my thoughts on it. So whatever, I'll be here.
Oh, I'm with you on that. I personally, I don't think any of us anticipated this to still be an issue. For shorts to still be above 20%, for the cost to borrow to be kind of pretty much insane. But I think that kind of goes to show that there's definitely something going on that is, I would say, questionable. And again, I don't like to use words that I can't back up, so I'm going to say questionable. But what was the other thing? But yeah, I could almost maybe see this kind of being like, to a degree, kind of like a Tesla thing where I would say I think Tesla was kind of, maybe also being messed with, if you will. And it took a while, and I hope maybe it doesn't take that long. But you know what? I'm in the play, and I personally, I'm not going anywhere.
I mean, I agree with you. It's crazy. Like Tesla, for example, right? Like everybody bought into all these stocks. Like just go look at the S&P 500. Go back to the the V-shaped recovery that Trump was talking about. Okay, just look at that, and look how much we ran up the SPY, and then then think about like Tesla, how high it was, and people were trading it. Now the PE ratios and such tell you that Tesla's even today is not worth the money, but people love it and they buy it, and it creates a lot of shorts in the stock and stuff like that. Because why? Because it's overvalued. I don't know. I mean, that's just my opinion of it, I guess, is, if you look at fundamentals.
Well, I really didn't have too much to add. I just kind of wanted to I do hear and see a lot of speculation, because that's all we can do is speculate on what we think the chart's gonna to do. But and I just don't think it's nearly as exciting to also mention, hey, let's go to the theaters. And I'm not saying for anyone to do anything, because I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm telling what I'm doing is hey, you know what? I've been on vacation before, personally, going places. Well, that's not a good example. My point is, if I can support the company, I'm going to try to support the company that I believe is an institution, and I don't want it to go anywhere.
No, I agree with you. It's been around for 100 years. I mean, it's just nuts, right? So as shareholders, we have to do what's right and protect it, and I know a lot of people don't like Adam Aaron. I get it. I know a lot of people blame him. I get it, but we're partly at fault for what happened. You gotta admit that, right? And kind of, if we do nothing, he can't do nothing, or we all go under and lose all our money. It can't happen. You know what I mean?
Hear you. Well, anyways, no dates, no time. I'm just sitting back, eating some popcorn, watching a line move up and down, always to the right, never to the left.
Yeah, that's right, baby. I mean, it's true. I mean, I don't know when it's going to happen. I just know, hey, you can only squish something down so much, and if it's it's zero or hero, that's what it is. You know what I mean? And I don't think zero is an option. So
I don't personally either, and I mean, my portfolio would provide that information. Yeah. But anyways, like I said, I just finished cooking some food. I'm sitting watching all the whole afternoon, and I don't know, just hanging out. But like I said, I'm gonna go now, and good luck, or I don't know, have fun at the movies, everybody.
that's right, Doc. Thanks for coming in and chatting, buddy. Appreciate it. I really don't got any other information. I'm just here hanging out with you guys. If you guys want to chat or ask questions or just whatever, send something out.
The comment about Adam Aaron and people being pissed off at him and shit like that. The man has an amazing track record of bringing businesses, picking them up and bringing them places. And I still firmly believe that he is playing a big game of chess, and that everything's going to turn out really good in the end. So.
Yeah, no, I agree. Things are going to keep getting better and better every day. We just got to I mean, for me, I'm just going to sit here and hold my position and watch the line and do what it's got to do. I got nothing else to do, you know. But I would hope that retail investors would learn a little more what's going on, dig deep into what's actually going on, and try to understand what's actually going on, because it's very important, right? We're at a crossroads here, I think. Who's in Discord? Everybody's welcome to come over to Discord and hang out, by the way. Let me see what we got in here. We got Gus, Koba, Mitch, Rambo, Super Steven. What's up, Super Steven? I didn't know you was in here. He's at work and can't talk. I do hear him typing away, though.
Oops.
All right. Let me send the link here for the Discord. One minute, everybody. I'm gotta go get it. I don't keep it that handy. Koba, what's up, buddy? All right. Copy link here. All right, let's go. That is the Discord link for anybody who wants to join. What's up, Danny? Who's Highway Frog? Highway Frog, how are you? Javi, how you doing? Richie's in here. Anything y'all want to talk about? Well, let's look at something real quick. I'll bring something else up. Hang on.
Just curiosity. Who's YouTube?
Mine.
Okay. Yeah, I'm logged in there. So how'd the spy do today anyway?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me take a look. I didn't really look at it after 4:00. It was whipsawing like crazy, though.
Yep.
I mean, it closed green.
Did it break 400?
Yeah, it's sitting at 420 right now.
Wow. Okay. She ran today.
No, 420 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Let me be clear. Not $420. That'd have been crazy.
No, that would have been nuts.
Those calls would have been printing, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, it ran up quite a bit in the after hours. It's right. It ran up to 400, and $1.81 in the after hours. Right now it's at 401.31. So
Still it broke 400.
I mean, people are buying into the bull run here. I don't know. I think we have some issues coming up that are going to push the price back down, but we'll have to see what happens. That's what I was going to look at GNS and see what that was doing. I mean, I was surprised today to see it have a nice little run back up a little bit. I don't know how long that's going to last, but it looks pretty much done to me. GNS.
I'll be back with you in a few, bro.
Yes, sir. You guys don't know how complicated this is with all these windows, I gotta say. It's not that easy. Let me see. Let's look at GNS. This is what I see on GNS.
Well, damn, what did I miss?
You didn't miss nothing, Gus, but we live, baby.
No, that's about when I got back. Y'all was already starting that when I finally got my damn electricity back on.
Well, I'm glad you got it turned back on.
It may have been a blessing in disguise after looking at the market today.
yeah, it was a interesting day, I gotta say.
I finally figured it out how to get it on my phone, so I was watching it kind of on my phone, but I couldn't do nothing with it.
No, I hear you. I sent you a message. I'm like, what the heck happened to him? You're just gone.
Yeah, I was on the phone when I finally seen the message. I messaged you back on it.
Oh, yeah, I got it. I was like, oh, okay. I hope everything's good. So GNS, it had a good run up, but it pulled back. Could it go again? I suppose it could, but I don't know. I think it's risky, and I'm not.
Yeah, I'm done with it.
I'm done with it as well. But I figured I'd show the chart for people who are in it.
It was just about like one of them dates, you got your poke, you best stay away now.
Yep.
Oh, shit. The old lady said, yeah, you know what happened the last time you did that, right?
What happened?
The old lady was behind me because you know what happened the last time you did that, right? And I said, yeah, 38 years ago or whatever it was.
Whoa, easy. Yeah, Danny R says 2 weeks. Super Steven wants to know, what price do I like for Friday for AMC? I don't know. I haven't really looked yet. So I will give you that answer later on because it's kind of early. I want to look at the Max Payne calculator, see what that says, and go from there. But I gotta be honest, guys. I gotta go meet the wife and do a couple of things, and there's not a whole lot. I don't have a whole lot of other stuff to talk about. I mean, it's fun hanging out with you guys. I enjoy that. But I think I'm gonna end the stream and head on out of here. And I appreciate you guys for coming by.
her who's the boss. You don't have to go.
Yeah, really, Richie? You tell her that.
That's why I'm giving you that advice. I won't do it. I don't hear crows in his house.
Oh, Gus knows. He talks to her.
I'm just trying. All right, man. Good talking to you guys. Talk to you guys later.
All right. Good night. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Later.